Ricki Lake.
The 16th Annual Outfest Achievement Award. Previous honorees include Bill Condon, Jane Lynch, Gus Van Sant, Christine Vachon, Greg Araki, and Sir Ian McKellen. And I am thrilled to welcome a new addition to their ranks. I came away from the movie Hairspray knowing how to do the Madison to be the queen of daytime television in 1962 Baltimore anyway. But the best part of all was finding a dear friend in this year's honoree, John Waters. Tonight we pay tribute to a filmmaker, a stand-up comic, a visual artist, an author, a film critic, a tastemaker, and an impeccable dresser. Born in Baltimore in 1946, John Waters began his show business career as a neighborhood puppeteer before branching out into the movies. His early cinematic education came courtesy of the Catholic Legion of Decency's Condemned List. Whatever movies the nuns told young John not to watch rocketed to the top of his must-see list. As a teenager, the young auteur began assembling his friends into what would become his dreamland cast and crew. Directing short films with provocative titles like Hag in a Black Leather Jacket and Eat Your Makeup. He shocked the world and garnered an army of fans worldwide with hilarious, taboo-busting movies like Pink Flamingos, Mondo Trasho, Female Trouble, turn his childhood friend, Harris Glenn Milstead, into the international superstar, Divine. I was lucky enough to get to know and love Divine when I was cast as his daughter in Hairspray, the movie that took John to the most shocking place as a filmmaker, the world of PG-rated cinema. Who could have possibly have guessed that the man who made Divine have sex in a Catholic church or consume poodle poop would create a film that would spawn a stage and movie musical? Who knew? Away from the camera, John has created art pieces that have been exhibited in museums all around the world. It was an honor for me to record the guided tour of one of his exhibitions. As an author, he created the brilliant essay collections Crackpot, Shock Value, and Role Models. And as an entertainer, John pioneered the filmmaker as comedian career path with his captivating Evening with lectures. At the beginning of his career, when actors, singers, and news anchors would never have dreamed of discussing such matters publicly, both John and his work were unapologetically queer, and both he and his creations have remained that way for decades. His unique worldview, his outrageous sense of humor, and his inexhaustible work ethic show no signs of slowing down, and we are all the better for having him around. Let's take a look at the world that John creates. Here to receive the 16th Annual Outfest Achievement Award, please welcome my mentor, the one and only John Waters.
Amazing, and please show that at my funeral. First of all, I just want to thank everybody here for letting me get away with this for 50 years. I'm always joking about gaily incorrect and everything, but really seriously, gay people gave me the confidence and freedom to be the person I am today, right from the beginning. I remember when I was a kid reading about the Mattachine Society and seeing those brave men in the black suits with a white shirt and a black tie picketing for gay rights when it was illegal. And the Daughters of Bilitis and the Ladder magazine. And these people were really the saints for me when I was a kid. Then I went to high school and read Jean Genet, and he saved my life, really. And I got an education all right, but not the ones they wanted me to get in school. And in the 60s, I was a yippie, and I would go to all the riots the same way the kids go to Occupy Wall Street today, you know, to get laid and have sex and take drugs. And I remember I was at a Black Panther concert, a Black Panther demonstration at Yale University, and the very brave Jim Farrat came out and gave the first gay liberation speech. And it shocked the Black Panthers, it shocked all the left-wing straight men, you know, and how thrilled I was later when the lesbians got pissed off at male chauvinism too in the left and filmed a magazine called Rat Magazine where they gave all the leaders hell. And the great Kate Millett, who really made me the radical feminist I am today. And ACT UP, the great first troublemaker. AIDS Warriors. You're going to see this film tonight, Vito. I've already seen. It's really, really a powerful movie. I think we need to go further today. I think we need Act Bad. You know, and prove that terrorism isn't always a bad word if we use humor rather than violence, if we use wit instead of bullets. What happened to the cutting-edge tongue of gay people? Can't we use it against our enemies instead of against ourselves? Is always bashing me, but I don't want to hurt him. I just want to pie his outfit. I think this is the gay warfare we have to do. I went to the anti-Pope march in London. It was hilarious, you know, and this big lesbian said, "What do we want?" And they yelled back, "Rational thought." The gentle demands of gay people. Maybe it's time that we use humor for political actions. If there's a local politician against gay marriage, let's send scary drag queens to his house to yell fashion insults to his wife. How can anybody falling in love with anybody else be scary to people? It's so hard to find anybody, gay or straight. I think people should be honored. What's the sanctity of Larry King being married 8 times? I like Larry King. But if he can get married 8 times, how come we can't get married once, you know? In show business too, if you're in Hollywood and you take in a script to the studios and they say it's too gay, well, get your gay screenwriter friends and go back to the studio and yell out the grosses of all their hetero flops. If a casting agent ever tells an actress, "Well, you're too sporty," that's code for dyke. Don't go to their house and get married. Go there and get divorced and have a fist fight and scare the neighbors. You know, I've been lucky. My career has been understood right from the beginning. Even negative reviews I turned into a career. You know, and gay people have always been there. And together we've learned that we turn pain into laughter. We will not only survive, we'll win. And if we can laugh at the most hurtful responses we've ever had in our life, we'll be the strongest minority of all. Proud to be odd ducks. Proud to maybe be outsiders, but to be honest, everybody wants to be an outsider today. I'm sick of being an outsider. I want to be an insider and an outlaw. And then we can be proud to not be like everybody else. And I thank you all for letting me do that.